Hello everybody, this is SacredGuard and welcome back to Let's Play Monster Quest Paradox. Only this time we're playing Chapter 3. So, first video of the new year, or at least I hope this comes out on New Year's Day. And we're going to be jumping straight into it. Back to the party that I originally had with just Alice and Luca. I was honestly hoping that this would come out. I have been waiting for Lord knows how long since the trailer launched. I think the trailer launched maybe sometime last year. So I've been waiting for a good long while and waiting to see if how quickly people could be able to translate stuff for the game before I can actually get started on playing. So I'm not sure what I'm in for. And I'm already seeing some new things that I didn't see the last time that I played. What's going on here? Okay, that's not translated. I have no idea what you're saying. Ruler. Oh, that does something about easy. What, can I select easy mode now? Secret key that can alter the balance of the world, only usable on easy or lower difficulties. Okay, not sure what that's for. And who the heck are you? What's this doll? This is the first model of an experimental machine I built. I named it the Chrome Doll Mark I. Isn't it kind of fragile? I simply built this prototype to affirm my current crafting abilities. I plan to keep making updates to increase its level of perfection. MK1 has unusually high endurance capabilities, so it's absolutely impossible to destroy. You can use it like a sandbag to test your damage. Fight the clone doll. Note this enemy cannot be defeated by ordinary means. Select the run command to end the battle. No, I'm good. Speaking of, which I should probably change. Right, no, I need to go to Reaper in order to alter the difficulty. So, because I don't know what I'm getting myself into, where is it? I think this is it. Yeah, this is the highest graded weapon. Okay, so for the sake of it, I'm going to go ahead and put back on the original, I guess, quote-unquote, ultimate sword for Luca. Unless, where's Heinrich's sword? Maybe I can put that on instead. Where is it? Do I not have it? Or do I have Heinrich equipped with it? I only think I got the one. Alright, so I'm gonna put that on. Check my stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that on too. Okay. What difficulty do I have this game on? I think I left it on like chaos difficulty or something. No, it's on normal difficulty. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it on normal. And I guess go find out what happens next, because I'm pretty sure that the last time I did something like this, when I didn't have part 2, I just stepped outside and then it told me that I could continue onwards. Luca, why don't we summarize what we've learned so far? I think we need to sort our information and review the current situation. Yeah, I guess you're right. Shocking facts were revealed to us at the chaos-ized Alias Temple, the birth of a third goddess, the existence of worlds ruled by the goddess of creation and the dark goddess, and then my father just killed Alice's mother, Aliphes the 15th. My brain just can't keep up with these sudden turn of events. We also need to figure out who this girl really is. Just what exactly is she? Right, because Naruko transformed into apparently one of the holy spirits. Naruko's power neutralized the chaos and brought that situation under control. We need to take that into consideration as well. So we decide to hold a strategy meeting. Okay. Well then, let's start the strategy meeting. There are many important truths at that temple. My mind's a mess. Way too much stuff has happened for me to keep track of. I don't know how it was too much for you to keep track of, considering I didn't bring you along for the majority of the journey, but okay. Wait, why is everyone staring at me? No, it's nothing. Sonia's true form is an apoptosis. She herself has no idea. With Naruko's power, she returned to her human form, but it's unclear whether this fixed the problem. Who knows when she could turn back. Let's start this meeting already. I'm your ally too now, so I'll share what I know. Then there's Morgan, who forced her way into the group. She seems to be pushing for us to take the Dark Goddess's side. Is it really safe to trust her? She shouldn't do anything too reckless with Alice and the others around, but... First, let's organize all the information we've learned so far. We can decide what we need to do next afterwards. Indeed, we should use this time to think, both for what we want to do and how. There are many things I don't know here. I would appreciate you going over them for me. Hild doesn't understand complicated things. Just tell Hild who to beat up. What should we discuss? Okay, journey so far. To get back, this has been a long journey. Luca, you aspired to become an adventurer and find your father. In my case, I was turned into this young form by a white rabbit. I joined Luca to chase her down. In the process, we found a shocking truth, the existence of parallel worlds inside Tartarus. We still don't know how Luca can open doors to parallel worlds, though. His dad apparently had the same power too. Unlike my angel mother, my dad should be a normal human, so why can he open those doors too? It's possible that maybe there's someone's helping him, or he just somehow has this power. Who knows? We also gathered new allies in Tartarus: Naruko, Promestine, people born in other worlds. Thank you for letting me aboard. As our adventure continued, we learned of the parallel worlds falling to nothing one by one, and that this would happen to our own world. But let's set aside parallel worlds for now. Let's focus on retracing our steps in our journey. At San Ilia, we discovered mysterious underground ruins. It was a futuristic research facility where we discovered Hild. Hild was discovered by everyone else. Now Hild ventures together to save the world. There are many things we don't know about Hild, such as who created her, or why she has so many pointless features. She has an elaborate effect and a system for giving birth. If she was built to fight apoptosis, neither should be necessary. Then in Tsubasa, we forced the succubi's Queen Sarah back into sanity. A group acting as the Little Sisters were manipulating the country behind the scenes. But that was all for a good cause. We Little Sisters, entrusted with the Dark Goddess's secret orders, were disciples of peace. Yeah, I don't believe that for a second. You could phrase it like that is remarkable. We'll discuss the Dark Goddess and you sisters later. Next, we headed off for Granoa. We joined the Great War with the Siege of Grangold. Here too, the Little Sisters were pulling the strings. They were scheming with Alphys the 15th, the Monster Lord, and my mother to fan the flames of war. Grangold falls, and the war reaches its conclusion. Then Alphys the 15th declares war on humanity. Right in the middle of our victory banquet too, the festive mood went away at once. The Monster's army invaded all 4 countries at once, but after hard-fought victories for us and the humans, we drove away the invading forces. It was a mess having to go through all 4 countries in such a short time like that. Finally, it came to our counterattack, but to reach the castle, we needed a way to fly there. To that end, we gathered the 6 orders to revive the flying bird, but due to a blockage on the snow continent, the revival failed. Seems you're all working hard too. I feel a bit sympathetic now. Half of that was your fault, you know. Well, at least Alice hasn't changed, still telling it like it is. Anyways, moving on. Heading to the snow continent to clear the blockage, we soon learned that the continent was once heaven, having fallen to the ocean with the Great Disaster. Within the Ilias temple ruins, we met a chaos-sized Ilias. There, Ilias and the White Rabbit explained to us the heart of the Great Disaster. What that heart is, we'll cover later. With the chaos-sized Ilias dying, we can now revive the Divine Bird. That's the story up to now. The next step is to revive the Divine Bird. Okay? But then we got a new report. My father, Marcellus, had slayed Alice the 15th. Yes, my mother was slain right as we were about to go to the Monster Lord's castle too. Yeah, it's a real pain. That Monster Lord was our biggest helper too. You seem sad to have lost a puppet. Alice the 15th was not a puppet. She fully understood the Dark Goddess's goals and the plight facing all worlds. From our perspective, she was a partner with the same goals as us. To lose her like this is... But maybe my dad viewed her as a monster lord throwing the world into chaos, and that's why he killed her? Well, in the true history, Marcellus killed Alice the 15th there too. So this is also in line with the true history. Maybe he was just looking to correct things? Right, by following the true history, the spread of chaos slows. Though without addressing the root of the issue, it's only a temporary fix. But Alice, that was your precious mother. So I think my father would kill her. Alice, is there anything I can do to make it up to you? Don't worry about it. Mother was a heinous monster lord that declared war on humans. Of course a hero would slay a monster lord like that. It's the natural order for monster lords and heroes. I can't say I don't have mixed feelings about it, but this is no place for me to be talking about that. Even still, I can't imagine how Alice must feel. But for now, we should move on to other topics. Okay. God, if I sit here and try to talk about everything, I'm gonna have to take out the entire video. But at the same time, this is a refresher course for me and everybody else who hasn't seen a Paradox video from me for quite some time. Let's talk about parallel worlds and true history. The great holes around the world that formed during the Great Disaster 30 years ago, Tartars, are linked to parallel worlds. Then, as we found out, a paradox in the true history formed the origin for all of this. In the true history world, Ilias was defeated by the me of that world, which is what led to the collapse of its time-space continuum, right? Our world was born by splitting off of the true history. More worlds split off from there, creating countless number of parallel worlds. Yeah, your world is a singularity in all this. It's a key world in the balance of power, or so I've heard. That's why the Dark Goddess and Goddess of Creation want this world, yes? The Singularity world is apparently the closest to the true history in terms of space-time divergence or whatever it was. So it's super stable? I think it was. It's a super important piece to the whole universe. Do you guys really know what you're talking about? I'm starting to have my doubts. There's no helping it, we're stuck with trial and error too. This is where we got to after years of research. Whatever, let's get back on topic. Due to the space-time continuum collapse, the worst possible thing happened. Black Alice obtained the power of chaos. She single-handedly caused the Great Disaster. What's Black Alice's goal? World domination? Just destroying it outright? No idea. I have no clue what that bringer of ruin thinks. Anyways, chaos is spreading to all worlds. At this rate, every world will be swallowed up by chaos. At this point, all worlds are on the verge of destruction. We must figure out some way to stop this. At its core, chaos results from historical paradoxes. The more our history diverges from the true history, the faster our world is eroded by chaos. But no matter how close we get to the true history, all we manage is to slow the rate of its spread. The core problem isn't solved. Could we stop the chaos by killing Black Alice? Nope. Even if we kill her, we'll still be eroded by chaos. She herself was practically born from the spread of chaos, after all. I don't really understand this chaos stuff that well, but even if we could beat Black Alice, all that would do is just release the chaos energy she was using for power. No chaos would be destroyed, it would just take a different form. So killing Black Alice would actually be dangerous for us, I feel. Oh, well, if you're saying it, it should be true. Well, there is one way to save the world. That's... Yes, the worlds of the Dark Goddess and Goddess of Creation have one way out of this tragedy. We'll discuss that later. Oh, come on, let me say it. This should be all for what we've learned about the true history and parallel worlds. Every world is facing down their destruction right now. I won't let our world be destroyed like the one we saw. Let's find a way to stop it no matter what. The true extinction of all worlds looms before our very eyes. What can we do to stop this? I'm trying to keep things as close to true history as possible. One of the other things is to travel with Alice, and only Alice. That's why I'm not bringing anybody else with me. What should we discuss? Okay, so we already have an idea that the Dark Goddess's world is basically run entirely by monsters. The Ilias world, hold on. Would the Ilias world be the one where if I stepped on the grass, I would be attacked? I think we already know enough about this one. Let's talk about this one. Among the parallel worlds, one of them is ruled by the goddess of creation, Ilias. Thanks to the 7 archangels, it's completely under the goddess's control. Yeah, they're our worst enemy. I've heard a lot about them from others. Naturally, their main goal is preventing their world's destruction too, but they're just looking to save their own necks. They're looking to fuse their world with the Singularity One through different methods than ours. It's hard to believe that you could fuse worlds without risk. There's likely some price to be paid. Plus, their so-called ARC project is insane. They plan to protect only the handful of people they select to live in their world. Letting in only a fraction of the citizens in this world? What happens to the vast majority of people that are left behind? Abandoning most of the populace like that and they call it salvation? Yeah, that seems to be the case with angels in media nowadays. I fully agree their methods are revolting. That's how they kidnap civilians in this world. Those who pass their selections are brought to their world. So that's the truth behind the Rubiana and Esta disappearances. The civilians were led to the Ilias world. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that would actually make sense. So why we saw the little sisters in the one village, and we actually saw what happened to the people, Rubiana and Esta, we didn't see what happened to those people. There's like no traces of them left at all. So that makes sense that they were just whisked away by the angels. I refuse to accept that approach. No way I can accept picking and choosing who gets to live. At any rate, it's clear what the Ilias' world goal is. Faced with the destruction of all worlds, they aim to save a chosen few. The vast majority who are not selected are abandoned, left to die in the destruction of all other worlds. Okay, what about the groups involved? The Dark Goddess is the Little Sisters, and the Goddess of Creation, Seraphim. These aren't the only groups that are acting strangely. First, Black Alice's group, the one who got the power of chaos as the source of the Great Disaster. Oh my, what a bothersome thing to do. Seems she got the power of chaos in the true history too, but couldn't master it and was defeated by the hero Luca. I beat Black Alice? Very well done. But with the collapse of the time-space continuum, she traveled back in time and revived. A past magical experience in Remina served as the inciting incident. And in that moment, she experienced leaping through space-time. As a result, chaos energy attached itself to her. It appears that leaping to another space-time may be a requirement for using the powers of chaos. That's what my sisters were saying. When you leap through space-time, you yourself become a seed of chaos, apparently. That just hurts my head. But wait, we came from the Dark Goddess's world, right? We left through space-time too. Where's our powers? Gotta ask my sisters about that later. It likely has to do with the process by which she leapt through space-time. You three came here through a soul transfer ritual and merged with yourselves here, yes? In the first place, we've gone to parallel worlds several times too, but we didn't turn out like Black Alice either. Black Alice's cross-world infiltration was an abnormal event where her whole body crossed over, thus the cross-world contact protocol activated. Normally this chaosizes the invader, their DNA is rewritten with apoptosis data, and their body is reformed by chaos. I think a little bit of apoptosis Sonia's protocol is talking here. However, Black Alice held both dark and holy energies at the time she crossed over, thus even with her body chaos-sized, she retains her ego. In the case of the Little Sisters, only their souls cross the world boundary, unifying on the other side. The body is within its correct world, so chaosization has not occurred yet. Our space-time travel is legitimate and accepted. Luca's body has always belonged to multiple worlds. Oh, sorry, I was spacing out there for a bit. Could it be anemia? I need to pay more attention to what I eat. Are you okay? Hey, is it really alright to just let this girl be? Yeah, I think some of the true Sonia is talking here. whenever we talk about anything related to cross-world stuff. There's a lot to be concerned about right now, but let's get back to Black Alice. If we don't break up the big problems and work through them, they'll only get worse. From what I've heard from Tamamo, Black Alice is an agent of destruction. Her fierce urge to rule over things is ultimately fulfilled with their destruction. It's likely that she won't stop until she destroys every world like that. I've also heard that she's gathering pawns to work with as well. So Black Alice's goal is to destroy the world. We'll have to clash with her at some point then. Black Alice's goal is to guide this world to destruction. We must stop this ambition no matter what. Next, White Rabbit, who turned me into this form. It seems Mother was also planning for that, but it was just a bit of tough love. What kind of parent would want their kid involved in our plan? White Rabbit isn't Alice 15th's ally though, although there is some strange relation between her and the Alice bloodline. Like, Alice the 15th disappeared for a bit, right? During that time, she was led by White Rabbit and traveling through Tartarus. This is just a guess, but did White Rabbit maybe lead Mother all the way to the Alice world? There she met the Great Dark Goddess and learned what she should do, and she returned to our world and executed the Dark Goddess's plan. Yep, sounds about right. That's how we and Alice the 15th started working together. Even still, we don't understand White Rabbit's goals or why she sticks to those with the name Alice so much. A White Rabbit that leads Alice, huh? She seemed focused on bringing this world closer to the true history, but from what I've heard, White Rabbit is a being born from chaos, but we don't really understand who she really is. Plus, the Reaper looks really similar to her. We don't even know what Hades is yet. Reaper? Hades? What are you talking about? Oh, right. I'm the only one that can see them. At any rate, we have no idea what White Rabbit's true form is or where we're being led to. In terms of being suspicious of other suspicious characters, there's Nero and Neris. They seem to be siblings that both hold immense power. But they've helped us out a lot, and in practice they're fairly unreliable. Just who are they? Plus, those two look very similar to me. Purple skin, control over darkness. No doubt they have Moss Lord blood. Come to think of it, didn't Neris call herself Alice the 17th? That's not all. They were bearing the aura of angels too. Remember their true forms that we saw back in Grand Gold? They have Monster Lord blood and angel blood. What on earth are those two? We haven't figured out who they are yet. According to Miss Tamamo's analysis, they seem deeply connected to the true history. The true history? You're saying they came from the true history world? We're not totally sure, but their goal seems to be bringing this singularity world to the true history. That's what they've been doing at any rate. We're delaying this world's destruction in the same... They're delaying this world's destruction the same way we are, but we have no idea what their end goal is. I can't see those two as evil, though. We just took them at their word. Are you serious? Rather than some conspiracy or ambition, maybe they just want to save the world? In truth, I feel the same way. I don't know why, but I just can't hate them. Jeez, y'all are too soft. Siblings Nero and Neris, what is their goal and who are they? There's one more party we don't understand here, Luca's father Marcellus. My father's traveling across various parallel worlds, but why? Why does he have that power? Going off on a tangent a little bit, I am just wondering what the heck both Luca and Alice's reactions are going to be when they learn that Neris and Nero are their son and daughter. Marcellus too seems to be fighting to prevent the collapse of the worlds. That much seems clear. When we went to a parallel world on the verge of destruction, he helped us out of a pinch. He cut down the drama like in a single slice. Yeah, and then there's that body. What battles has he fought to reach that point? And this time he slaved my mother, Alice the 15th. Is this to save the world too, or... The tragedy of my father killing Alice's mother, I have no idea what to say when faced with this. Like Alice, White Rabbit, Nero and Neris, Marcellus, all kinds of acting parties we don't understand yet. From here on out, we need to figure out who is our enemy and who is our ally. These strange and mysterious entities we still know nothing about, how will they play into our journey from here on out? Okay, I don't think I need to discuss anything else, so just... what do we do now? Before we talk about what to do next, have we finished discussing everything we need to? Yes, personally. We now understand the crisis, what the crisis facing our world is, and our ultimate goal is our adventure is to stop the threat of destruction. But we still don't know what approach to take, what we can do to prevent the destruction. I'm telling you, the Great Dark Goddess's clan is all we have. Well, eventually you'll have to accept it either way. At any rate, right now we should move to the Monster Lord's castle. If we revive the Divine Bird, we should be able to fly into the Monster Continent. My mother asked if Atif was asleep by Marcellus. Now as the 16th Monster Lord, I will return to the castle. Now you're going to succeed your mother again, which means... let's head up to the Monster Lord's castle. I know full well what Alice succeeding her mother means. She'll be succeeding her role in the Dark Goddess's plan. Does this smell like thin fried tofu to anyone else? What? Thin fried tofu? It does smell nice, come to think of it. Oh! Tamamo's here. Sorry to interrupt your meeting, but would you mind taking care of some business for me? So it's Tamamo. What do you want? Before you head out to the Monster Lord's castle, I have a request to make. 3 places in the world are facing rebellions right now, and you want to make us quell rebellions now of all times? I'd rather just hurry up back to the castle. On the contrary, you can't simply ignore these. Like Alice appears to be involved with this streak of rebellions. Like Alice. In that case, I can't leave them alone. As I said earlier, 3 groups are driving rebellions. The Roach Army, the Tanuki clan, and the Elf Village. Elf Village? No, it's not. It can't be the Elf Forest, so it must be another village then. Enrica? 3 forces all rebelling at once. I can see how Black Alice likely incited them. First, the Roach Army, led by their queen, they finished preparing for their rebellion. You know their Queen Cockroach, yes? Instigated by Black Alice, she now seeks world domination. Queen Cockroach, She's one of the strongest insect monsters, up there with Queen Ant and Spider Princess. Their base should be on a lone island far east of the Fairy Island. I believe they were in a building called the Forgotten Tower? Indeed, there the Queen has been gathering Roach Girls for an attack. Everybody was dispatched to deal with them, and they've likely started fighting around now. If everybody was already dispatched, isn't that enough? With how many there are, she might take a while, but that's the thing. Everybody's having some problems right now. Worst case, she kills the entire Roach clan. What? What happened to everybody for that? I can't go into specifics here, but everybody's having emotional distress right now. Everybody's having emotional distress? What, are all the voices in her head arguing now? In other words, it's not suppression that we're going over there for. Instead, we have to stop everybody from wiping out the roaches entirely, is that correct? Yes, precisely. Rebellion or no, I don't want this to end in wholesale slaughter. You understand, right, oh Monster Lord? I understand most of what's happening, still what's happening to everybody. Instead, everybody like us, the Roach clan began a rebellion, everybody aims to exterminate all of them. Depending on how things turn out, we may have to fight both. That would no doubt be a rough battle. Next, the Tanuki clan's rebellion. As you know, they view the Kitsune clan as rivals. As if I care. Don't be so cold. At this rate, a second great war could start between the Tanuki and Kitsune. It's your homeland, fix the problem yourself. Now, don't say that. Let's help them out ourselves. If I remember correctly, the head of the Tanuki clan was Black Tanuki. She likes pranks, but the idiot that she is, she shouldn't do something as outrageous as rebelling. Black Tanuki is on par with the queens of other races. She's obstinate but a kind-hearted fool, not one to play the villain. However, she sees me, head of the Kitsune clan, as a rival above all else. It seems like I was struck there, stoking the flames of this rebellion. Being my home, I was tasked with handling the rebellion as a Heavenly Knight, but with the seat of Monster Lord empty, I'm busy with other work. And that's why you're asking us. Well, as the next Monster Lord, I should help out. Yeah, leave it to us. Like as Black Tanuki rampages, we have to stop her and stop another great war between Kitsune and Tanuki from happening. Okay, so we have to go to an island to the east of Fairy Island and Yamatai. Where's the last place we're going? Finally, the Elves Village. Village's rebellion, the Elf Princess there declared war against the Monster Lord's army. The Elf Princess was that shut-in princess, right? Starting a rebellion like this, how did she lose her mind this time? Come to think of it, she was on pretty bad terms with the Elf Princess. Yet, Sonia and the Elf Princess weren't, too hot on each other. I don't really know, but I do know that she met with Black Alice. Granberria took up the duty of suppressing her rebellion, but as she is now, I don't know if she can manage it. You're telling me Granberria couldn't finish this task? What happened to her? Alice the 15th was slayed by Marcellus right in front of Granberria. She was easily beaten by Marcellus and unable to protect Her Majesty. After that failure, she's been wallowing in despair and powerlessness. I get it now. She's facing the pain of her first real loss. Granberria has been overwhelmingly strong from a young age. It would have been best if she had lost at least a few times when she was younger. Yeah, that's your fault for spoiling her. Because of that, she has no idea how to cope with failure. Without losing until now, she hasn't learned resilience. Because of that, we can't rely on Granberria. It's a cruel way to treat her, but necessary given the circumstances. Understood. We'll take on the task of quelling the Elf Village's rebellion too. We can go there through Mount Harai near Yamatai. Oh, I can actually go up that mountain now? I've already broken the barrier guarding Mount Harai. You should be able to reach Elf Village now. Good. Okay, let's head off for the Elf Village. Do we really have to go? The princess of that village helped us before by giving us the red orb, but if she's to resort to violence, we must stop her. The Monster Lord's army looks to be a real mess right now, for both Granberria and everybody to become unreliable. They're all so serious, even though life is best enjoyed lightly. Right, I forgot I got you in our group. Sorry for the delay, Your Majesty. Let us mourn your mother's death. Save it for later, Tamamo. We can mourn after returning to the Monster Lord's castle. Understood. I'll be waiting. May you all support Her Majesty however you can too. Yes, we'll all be here for her. Leave it to us. Besides that, Tamamo, where do you stand right now? My late mother and her army are allied with the Dark Goddess's camp, yet you interfere with their plan at Grand Goal. This should have been considered a betrayal of both parties. Are you safe staying in the Monster Lord's army? Whether they were working together behind the scenes or not, the Monster Lord's army and Dark Goddess's camp are separate. Lilith may glare at me, but I have faith in my nerves of steel. Oh, that sounds terrifying. I'm shaking just thinking about it. And, Your Majesty, I split off from Alice the 15th and vowed to join you. I won't hesitate anymore, no matter what choice you make. Even if I act as a heartless monster, even if I were to slaughter everyone who lives in this world, I won't run anymore. I will follow whatever you resolve to do. I see. Well then, I'll head back to the Kitsune village before you deal with the Tanuki clan. Show your faces at Kitsune village too. Farewell. Hey. Good grief, bringing 3 instants to us right as we're about to go to the Monster Lord's castle, I'll say. As Monster Lord, however, I can't turn a blind eye to any of them. You all will help out with these 2. Of course, we'll fight too. I'll help too. I must uproot the seeds another bee has sown. How ironic. First, let's go to the Holy Winged Shrine. Let's revive her and secure a way to fly through the air. The Roach's Nest and the Kitsune and Tanuki villages are both inaccessible without flight too. Are you serious? And let's go. After a long meeting, we establish where we'll go to next. First, we'll ride the Divine Bird at the Holy Winged Shrine. Then we'll go to each area and quell the rebellions there. Then we'll bring Alice to the Monster Lord's castle. I don't know what all will happen there, but as for Alice's decision, and as my own decision... Okay then. So... I think I have access to... I have access to the shrine, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. The orbs are aligned, and what disturbed the flow of mana in this world, in the world is gone. We're finally ready to resurrect the Divine Bird. But it's kind of strange, don't you think? It's like the energy of the Earth isn't gathering. Another failure, really? We even traveled to the snow continent, so what are we supposed to do on top of this? Anyway, let's check out the altar. Should be able to do it this time, right? Maybe? Giant eggshell pieces are scattered around the altar. Eggshells? What? Could it be that the divine bird has already been born? Wasn't there supposed to be some kind of resurrection ceremony or something? Flow of mana of the mana vein was stagnant due to the anomaly of the snow continent. A large amount of energy must have remained over there. However, that anomaly was removed, and as a result, all the stagnant energy instantly flowed into the egg. The divine bird was revived without waiting for a revival. This is probably what happened. Where is the resurrected divine bird? It must have flown off somewhere. Mephisto, can you search for the current location of the divine bird? Alright, I'll give it a try. With energy as immense as the divine birds, tracking it with magic should be easy. I've detected the magical power of the divine bird southeast from here. It's probably at the summit of Mount Amos. Was she attracted by the holy energy emitting from that mountain? It's heard in Mount St. Amos. Sheesh, it sure is giving us trouble. Mount St. Amos was northwest of Luddite Village, wasn't it? Well then, let's go. After much hardship, the divine bird woke up on its own. We're headed to the Mount St. Amos to chase after it. Oh my god. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I can deeply say I did not miss that. Northwest. So it's up here. Over here, right? Yeah, right there. Okay. I can certainly sense the presence of the divine bird from the summit. It's definitely here. We just have to get close and tame it, correct? Let's go then. Why do I feel like I'm gonna have to fight it? I don't know why. I just suddenly feel like I'm gonna have to fight it. No. I'm not trying to run into any encounters because I'm pretty sure it's just low-level monsters at this point right now. Not until I go to other places. Not there. Oh, there she is. Okay. Hello. Garuda. Right, that was your name. Whoa, it's big. A giant bird monster is sitting at the top of the mountain. No doubt this is the resurrected divine bird. Divine bird, we are the ones who set the stage for your resurrection. In other words, we are your owners. Do you understand? The divine bird flaps both wings violently. She seems to have offended it. Oh, this didn't happen before. She doesn't understand you at all. It's got quite a lot of pride. It didn't like being treated as a pet. Uh-oh. It's really angry. Crap, it's coming after us. So you're going to rebel, huh? Will I make you obey by force? Can't help it. Let's do this. Oh, okay, so the first fight of the video is Garuda. Was not expecting this. Alright, let's see. 3, 4. There we go. Okay. Guess you leave miraculous egg, miraculous feather. This should be enough. You understand who you must obey now, don't you? The Divine Bird recognizes Lucas' party as its masters. Looks like we've tamed her. Hey, let's think of a name. How about Quicko? Since it's a Garuda girl, how about Galda? Yeah, let's call her Galda. Yep. That was the name we gave her in the visual novel, if I recall correctly. Galda looks happy to have received the name. Alright, let's get on board. Ride on the back of Galda and take off into the sky. Okay, let's go. We can ride Galda now. Your party member size has increased by 2. You can now take a total of 14 characters with you. Whoa, we're flying, guys, we're flying! Of course we are. It's all thanks to the Divine Bird. Now we can fly over those rocky mountains and go anywhere. I can fly on my own, but doing it this way isn't bad either. So, now we can go to Helgondo, where the Monster's Castle is located. Before that, we've received a couple of requests from Tamamo. Is there anything left to do besides Tamamo's errands? We should finish everything we need to do before entering the Monster's Castle. Tamamo asked us to suppress the rebellions in different regions. We have to make sure we don't leave anything else undone. Things are going to change dramatically once we're in the Monster's Castle. All of us are convinced of that. I have to wrap up everything that needs to be done by then. Oh! Oh, okay, I can just land her. Alright. Easy enough. Okay, Gods, do I need to do anything else? Whew. Okay, there's this tower here. Should I go back in there? Ooh, okay, I can't do anything about that. I don't know what that is, but I can't do anything. Okay, where's Yamatai? Okay, Helgondo's obviously far to the north. So, I think Yamatai's over this way? What's here? What's here? Look, you have an invitation. Okay, here's Yamatai. Okay, the Elf Princess is here, so let's deal with her. Oh, this is where Mount Harai is connected to the Elf Village. Tamamo told us she broke the barrier. Who goes there? Intruders are to be eliminated. The village is currently in a state of emergency. Curse your bad luck for coming here at a time like this. They're welcoming us right off the bat. Sorry, but we will pass even if we have to use force. Seems like persuasion won't work. No choice. Let's go. Okay then. I guess we're fighting. enemy princess. If the barrier was still in place, there would be no need for guards like this. It seems that Tamamo truly did break the barrier after all. Now let's move on. Even if the village's fiercest warriors stand against us, we'll just defeat them. Alright, but first things first. There's a thing here that I have that increases my chance of getting people to join me. Hold up, where is it? Yeah, here we go. Damn it. I'm trying to look at the information. Why do I have so many? Socket? What? That's weird. Okay then. Get some money. Try to see if I can make them join the party so I don't have to worry about it later. And again, I could just probably just grind after this is over. I do like the designs of these monsters though, and I'm glad that I can finally actually access this place without any issues. I wasn't aware that Tamamo was the one who put the barrier in place. Kunoichi Succubus. I think I met you before. Or am I wrong? You're a splendid man, aren't you? Would you mind having me around? Yes. Oh, she just straight up joins the party. Okay. You know, I'll take care of that afterwards. Obviously the monsters are still tough now, so I guess I can just use... Angel Halo? It doesn't seem like anything's changed, so... How old are you? 59. I don't know. Gloves. God, this is only on normal difficulty, and I'm starting to get hit pretty hard. Ooh, what's this? Wait a minute. Allows chaining sword skills into heroism skills with half. Ooh, I like that. Isn't the elf supposed to be at the top of the mountain? The only thing here is a stone monument. There's no way there can be a village at the summit of a snow-covered mountain. The stone monument is the transfer device to the village. So this magic device will warp us to the village. We better prepare ourselves since it's in the heart of the enemy territory. They can come at us with as many fighters as they want. We're gonna beat those elves to a pulp. Okay, let's activate it. Now take us to the elf village. Okay. So this is the elf village. It just looks like Yamatai. We're getting visitors at such a complicated moment. Oh no, the residents have discovered us. Don't cause too much fuss, okay? Everyone is on edge because of the upcoming battle. They're not attacking us. It seems that security is not as tight in the village as it is on Mount Harai. We can get our information first, or we can go straight to the Elf Princess's mansion. Even if security is lax in the village, I don't think that will be the case in the mansion of the Elf Princess. We should get us some information first. After all, it remains unclear why the Elf Princess started the rebellion in the first place. She's a total shut-in with no desire for dominance or territorial ambition. Why would someone who can't even get out of their own mansion start a rebellion? If we knew why, maybe we can convince her to stop somehow? Okay, let's start asking around in the village. Alright, seems fair to me. Let's get free the village. Does something happen? Let's go to the item shop. The Elf Princess has been holding herself for decades. Decades all built to manage her. First of all, she gives decades. So let's call the all to happen. Let's go do this. Okay. You know, it makes sense that the village just looks like Yamatai, considering that I think there's an elf shrine in Yamatai itself. In the village, we also have outstanding accessories. Okay. Let me see what you have. Okay. I don't need any more of those right now. So, weapons of armor, which you see is fake stuff for display. Okay. Oh wait. Can I check for stuff? No, I can't. Okay. So it's just the headquarters of the ninja. There are not only elves, but also many Kunoichi like us. Okay. Let's call the battle exactly where we're going to be fighting. The elf princess won't even tell us that. Hello. There are many of us who are inwardly opposed to this call to arms. We have no idea who we're fighting, what our intentions are. And the village orders the elf princess absolute. Okay. So it seems like she's just like giving orders all willy-nilly. Because no one really knows what's happening. Alright, well, for a great battle, that's what's happening at the battlefield. So she can fight. Oh, born at different times, just died together. So apparently the elf princess can actually fight. That's gonna be troublesome. Considering she's such a shut-in, I don't think it's gonna be that difficult to do. Or difficult to handle. Okay, at least I can come straight back here. That makes things easier. Suspicious woman who visits the... It's kind of fishy. Oh, no, thank you. I'm here to supply Tanuki antidotes, but I don't want to get caught up in a fight. Religious security is very tight for some reason. I came here to play with it. Sometimes it seems. Okay. Almost there. I guess our adventure's almost over. We gave it a roll and made it this far. Okay. Alright, so I'm not getting much information other than the fact that nobody seems to know what is going on with the elf princess. This is very reason. Commoners like us don't know why she has raised an army. And what's going on? Why would a shut-in perform something so drastic? There's only one reason for a shut-in to go on a rampage is when they can't stay confined indoors any longer. Indeed, that's all I can think of. Who would have thought you'd be able to correctly assess the situation? You know, she's poor as dirt. She can't stay confined indoors for some reason. That's very likely to be the case. We don't know why she stopped being shut in. I guess we'll have to hear that from the person in question. So we're actually gonna have to go straight to her now. This is so busy. The girl in the room over there. What? Critical evasion doesn't allow you to be critical hits. Where's the master of the head? Oh, I know who that is. Wander, wander. A big idiot is wandering around saying wander, wander out loud. Come on, you're always nagging at me. I hate it. Ugo, let's not. What the? Why is some stranger getting mad? We don't know you either. More importantly, what are you doing here? Could it be that you're here to defeat the Elf Princess? Well, the Elf Princess's revolt never took place in the correct history. It seems she remained holed up in her village and had no influence on history. And yet there is a rebellion going on for some reason. I was wondering whether I should crush them or lead them to you guys. What, so this rebellion didn't happen to correct history? It seems like Alice has also approached the Elf Princess in the correct history, but she ignored her and stayed holed up in her mansion. But it seems that in your world's history, she's going to take up Black Alice on her offer. How did things turn out this way? By the way, are you from the correct history after all? You seem to be a blood relative of mine by the looks of it. Well, something like that, but I'm stronger than you. Good grief, what a cheeky girl. What kind of upbringing did you have? Considering who her mother is, I can only imagine myself. Dealing with this rude little girl is exhausting. Luca, how about we go to the tea house over there and fill our bellies for a bit? I'm coming with you. Now is not the time for this. Look, I brought 2 dumplings, so Alice, Neris, there you go. They seem to dislike each other, but they are very similar. Oh. As you can see, our Princess Mansion is on high alert. I don't think they're going to let a single cat through with the way things are going. Yeah, very much looks like it. So, as much as I would actually like to go and see where this little battle is going to take place, or how this little battle is going to take place, I'm going to stop the video here. I think I've gone on long enough. Okay, so glad I finally managed to be able to get into it, but next time on Monster Girl Quest Paradox, we're gonna go inside and find out just what is going on with the Elf Princess and what is going on through her head. See you guys then, and have a Happy New Year.